So you need to move this around to
I think so.
access new areas.
I think I'm actually just supposed to put it in the middle. But like whenever I think about the really creepy mangas or whatever, I can't help but like remember them and be like, oh, this is for those guys. Ugh. Like I knew a guy that straight up like believed he was owed a relationship because he was.
Oh, not those quote unquote nice guys.
Yeah, and I was very definitively like.
Yeah, I think I've described this before, but one way that I gauge whether or not a story is written well is if you have a male protagonist or a female protagonist and you could envision them as the opposite gender and their actions, the way that they're treated by other characters, if it's the same, if you could see that, then it means that they're not written in such a way that their gender defines who they are. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many instances in novels that I've read where the women are mocked, or you have men like, you know, bandits or something going, we're gonna have fun with you, pretty. And do you know, like, just how threatening and disgusting reading that is?
I had to stop playing Witch and the Hundred Knight because of that, actually.
Right. And so that's completely frightening to a female protagonist, like what those bandits are implying. If you had a male character, what would happen in that situation? The bandits would probably, you know, threaten to, you know, hurt him or physically, like, harm him in some way, but they wouldn't threaten that.
Yeah. To go back to Kings of the Wild, actually. The bandits that robbed the main characters initially were straight up just a group of women that stole their socks and sandwiches.
Wait, what was this?
Yeah.
What was this?
Kings of the Wild.
Oh.
They got robbed within like 5 minutes of setting out for all of their money, their socks, and their sandwiches. I thought that was fun.
Now, is there a reason why all of those started with S?
Socks and sandwiches?
Sandals, socks, and sandwiches?
No.
What did you say?
I don't know what the... Socks, sandwiches, and money. Gold.
Oh, I thought you said sandals at one point, too. And I was like, that's oddly specific. They stole sandals as well.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this open, unless there's a door here that I'm missing. We have a lever that I pulled, but I don't know what else is around here. I don't have enough dreadlords to get this open.
Wait, you need to collect more?
Yeah, you can have up to 3, I
You can have all 3 at once?
Yeah.
Wow.
But this is I think this is the location I'm supposed to come to.
What kind of puppet master are you going to have to do?
Yeah, no, this is the one I'm supposed to be at. I'm in the Judicator's tomb. Speak with Judicator. Oh, hey. Would you look at that?
Sticks and stones. Fine stone bites. Yummy.
Main problem is I gotta figure out how to lift this platform here. But I have yet to see any kind of button or platform or anything that would.
Oh, wait, can I take a look at it?
Yeah, you've been too busy talking.
I've been too busy talking
with any of this.
Alright, so what have you been doing? What's that there?
So, that platform lifts that, or that button lifts that platform. Then I've got this one in the middle. I can't figure out how to access that one. I've got 2 buttons down below.
And you can't just jump down and climb on that and get over to there?
No, because we don't grab... Oh. What the hell? I've never climbed on top of one of those before. I thought I had to jump between. Because they don't look like they've got the climbable platform syndrome. You know, the... I give up. Let's go get our next Deadlord. Are you twins? I thought you guys would be interesting looking.
I have no time for the likes of you, Horseman. I hear the pleas of the dead, not the damned.
And what of the pleas of your lord?
I serve him even now, though he would reward my efforts with eternal torment.
You did leave the eternal throne.
Even here there are souls lost, waiting to be judged and sent into the city of the dead. I have heard 3 such spirits wandering the corridors. Find them and bring them back to me. Once I have cleansed them of their past, I will hear what troubles the Lord of Bones.
Why hear the pleas of the dead?
Before a soul can enter the city of the dead, its secrets must be laid bare and its life judged. It is a matter of mercy. The souls will wander, lost and blind, until then.
So, do they really wipe spirits of their previous life, like all memory of it, clean so that they can be put into the well? Ugh. Whoa, there's skeletons, like live skeletons in those cages.
Yeah, there's been live skeletons in pretty much every
no,
cage we've run into.
Buggy. I don't know where it went.
But no, there have been skeletons all over the place in these cages, banging around and making noises.
Ugh.
You really have not been paying any attention to what I've been doing today.
Hey, we've been whoa. Is this new? It's like a summoner.
Well, guess who else is a summoner? Me! Summoning battle! Did I get him? I have no idea what's going on.
Well,
Camera does not like what I was on about. Oh, I thought we were actually supposed to use his like weird pot thing. The answer is no. I am getting really hungry.
Me too.
I will reiterate
You,
a
you
thing that I will reiterate many, many times in the future. Read Dungeon Meshi. Shall read Dungeon Meshi tonight.
Which one is that?
That's the food dungeon.
Food dungeon.
Yeah, it's the one based on D&D where they eat the monsters as they go down. And it's so good. It's like imagine a really like down to earth fantasy manga about like getting to the bottom of this generally unreachable you know, it's like a dungeon that people have been trying to scale down for years, and it's just there's too much there, there's too many like dangers and whatnot, and everybody usually runs out of supplies and have to like get out.
So the party decides to eat the monsters
Yeah,
as a means
so
to
they find like a
sustain
cockatrice and it's eggs, and so they have cockatrice omelets and whatnot, and you know it's straight up like super simply about how to
people are bringing up fighting foodons. Fighting foodons. I used to watch that. Go fried ricer.
That was terrible. Made in Abyss is so damn good. I can't read it anymore. It's there's the idea of Made in Abyss is really good, but the idea of children suffering like that just makes me very uncomfortable. Like, Shell, you and I watched a little bit of Made in Abyss.
Yeah, we did.
You remember much about it?
I remember there was the orphanage and the children there and the kid that was potentially a machine.
Yeah.
And how the girl's mother was lost.
I think I also saw like an inside booklet cover. Oh, I think I know how we're supposed to do this. That like, you know, they have shown like, I think
people are just listing off anime now. We started watching Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in a Dungeon? And I liked the idea of a dungeon crawl, but they had all of the various mythological gods, and Hestia, I mean, growing up and reading about Greek mythology, I absolutely love Greek mythology because I'm part Greek myself. And I just find all of that to be intriguing. But Hestia, like, I just can't imagine that patron girl that the guy had as Hestia, and she clearly had a thing for him, and it was uncomfortable.
That was not a bad manga. I didn't manga anime. Like, yeah, had gripes, but I wasn't like I didn't hate the experience of watching
Girls
it.
in Dungeon. I see.
But to go back to Dungeon Meshi, the reason why I can't really read stuff like how to pick up girls in a dungeon, because Dungeon Meshi's better. Ah, it's like does not have any anime tropes. Like, it's so rare to read a manga or an anime that has like no tropes, or none of the like really traditional ones, and I'm like, yes, I love this. I don't have to feel weird. I don't know. I guess it's just like I've been reading too much like anime and manga and JRPGs, and they always end up using the same tropes over and over again. You know, the kind of clueless moron protagonist that's like the generic everyman, so everybody can just kind of assume that they, you know, put themselves in that person's shoes. The multiple love interests that are kind of tacitly fighting over them while they're, just passively like, I don't get why everybody's so mad at each other, like, stop fighting. Has no idea the fact that, he's the reason why.
Oh yeah, that was fun when we were playing Octopath earlier, and Cyrus finally had Odette.
One of
at
the
least
characters was straight
tell
up
him
just
his
like,
face.
"You're a moron when it comes to women, aren't you?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Slightly later.
Well, it was actually, he realized reading the letter that what she had said was prophetic
Yeah.
of how he was kicked out of the academy.
Oh, well. Oh, hi.
And she laughed.
I didn't mean to fall down here, but you know what? Grand scheme of things, this works. Yeah, I don't know.
Any case, probably don't need to be talking about
I've
manga
just-
and anime too much, but I suppose it was because we were talking about fan service and romance novels.
I've just kind
and
of run out of
books
things to
and
immediately
lamps
talk
and-
about. In this game, these dungeons are just so long. Like, I'm not...
I swear I've heard that
Yeah,
thing.
you have.
That sounds exactly like the worm from Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Oh, maybe. Let's see, so we stopped doing Octopath on stream. Yeah, it wasn't getting the greatest of views, and Shell is, Shell doesn't like,
I don't like grind.
well, she doesn't like grind, that's part of it. Shell also doesn't like being awake past a certain amount, certain time. Admittedly, like,
We're
it's
already
almost 1
past that.
o'clock. Yeah, we are definitely hitting the should go to bed hour. There we go. But so, Octopath was one of those that we play late at night, and it was like, it's such a, like, sepia, sleepy game.
Oh, the music was putting us to sleep midday.
Yeah, and so, like, by kind of necessity, I decided it would be best not to. Because that's also a 100-hour game. Like, straight up, it is not short. So I figured it'd be best to just, give up on streaming it entirely. And just kind of play whenever. Because, yeah, to some degree, JRPGs are kind of,
So that was the first of 3 spirits that we
Yep.
had to free?
Unfortunately, JRPGs are audience kryptonite. It sucks a bit. Because I like to stream all of them and everything I do, but I can't. But yeah, so if you want to watch Octopath on stream, yeah, I think episode 10 onwards is probably where we stopped. But no, I'm gonna bring up an old topic that I was kind of talking about with this game. How,
What does that lift or lower?
how do we get
The
back?
bridge. You use the spirit, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Cut the power? Where's that energy coming from?
Maybe there was a platform? I guess it could fast travel. There's no door. Because it didn't look like there was an easy way out, and I can't hop down there. All right, let's go back for a second. Maybe there's something I've missed. We can hear. Oh,
There's
duh.
that.
There we go.
Except you have some goons to plow through.
Oh no, goons. But yeah, so topic from a while back, kind of a while back. So I brought this up, you know, kind of when talking about this game. We had gotten to a certain point in the game and then just stopped playing. Mm-hmm. And
You think it happened around here?
no, I think we're past that point.
We're past that point.
I straight up do not remember any of this. My assumption is, I'm going the wrong way. I think.
Wait, that's a new
Yeah, I'm
room.
going the wrong way.
What?
But my assumption is it's kind of one of those where, like, I didn't know this was possible, but I'm actually feeling dungeon crawl fatigue. Mm-hmm. Like, this game has everything I could ever want.
Well, it's when the dungeon crawl doesn't have the story and the lore to keep you going.
Yeah.
Because you know that you're just fetching spirit hears. Actually, do you know what's upsetting? We were tasked by the king.
It reminds
to
me
fetch
of Path of Exile.
Well, we were tasked by the king to fetch 3 of his dead
Oh no,
lords.
this is go fetch the game.
And then the problem is we get to the Judicator and he goes,
Go fetch 3 more
Go
things.
guess 3
it is
more.
it is fractal fetch quest.
Judgment is at hand. Humans, always so frightened. See your life as you truly lived.
Yeah, loot keeps the dungeon crawl going. Yeah, loot to some degree. Lore, definitely. But, like, each one of these mini dungeons is, like, I want to say, like, half to a third the size of the dungeons, each of the dungeons in Darksiders. But
so the pacing is just too
it
extended.
feels very, very long. But like in Darksiders 1, every chest you'd open up actually would feel like something interesting. And like, you know, here, every treasure chest I open up, it's just like some money and like a piece of equipment. I don't even look at the pieces of equipment because I don't care. Like you can tell based on color that it's probably not going to be very good. And even if it is a color that I'm not like immediately recognize, like if it's purple, I still don't care because I'm just like, whatever. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's what I was saying before about how I prefer carefully scripted fights, carefully scripted item pickups.
these fights are good. Like most of these fights, admittedly, are oftentimes just here, come fight, you know, a bunch of these
Minions.
You know, fight a bunch of these baddies here. That doesn't bug me as much, actually. It's mainly kind of more of a, you know, there's just so much of it, and then when you do get the loot, it just none of it feels exciting. I think that's why I bring up Path of Exile. Why I'm just like,
I've never been able to play past the first chapter of that game, or whatever you would
yeah,
consider
they've
a
switched it
chapter.
around so it's more
Wow.
creepy gross. I'd swear I fought this guy in Lords of the Fallen. Wasn't this a boss in Lords of the Fallen?
Looks very similar.
It's like a mix between Lords of the Fallen and
This is just Hook's Mickey.
yeah, gross. Anyway,
And you have to wonder, what are these? Are these Frankenstein corpses? Like, just what populates
maybe
the
the
realm
Lord
of the
Dead just likes getting creative with his citizens. You coming for me, or unfortunately this guy's actually pretty quick. He's hard to hit now. Oh well, that's what my ghoulies are for. What? Well, he just popped a lot of them. Oh, he just
I'm almost
puked
expecting
out
him
stuff.
to barf a kind of
He did
vile.
barf.
Oh,
That's what popped my popped all my ghoulies. But that's okay. They're designed to explode.
wait, is he also? So not only is he amputated on that one side where it's the fleshy, massive hooks,
I cannot.
but he also has a missing foot? Yeah, he only has one
he's
foot.
missing a foot.
It's pretty much like his left side was massacred.
Unfortunately, these boss arenas are too big for or too small for many of the enemies. Like the boss we were fighting earlier, the one that I couldn't beat. He just was huge.
People are saying that looks similar to Stitches from WoW. Suppose? Wait, is it gonna blow up? Is that half of him gonna blow up?
No, he's just melting away. It's just
Oh.
a cool death animation.
Okay. I just thought that it was because that
I cannot.
side looked like it was jiggling.
It was kind of
Like it
wiggle
was
jiggly.
filled with liquid as opposed to what used to be his shoulder.
But I have to go back. I have to keep talking about this though. I would love to see an MMO that plays like this. Like that would be really rad. But it'd have to be with friends. Like the kind of low reward for the amount of content that I get through. Like the weird part is like the gameplay is the reward because I am actually kind of enjoying this.
I would love a multiplayer campaign game with dungeons and stuff.
Yeah.
But I suppose we had that with Divinity.
Divinity was good. It had its problems, but I did enjoy it.
I would like it to be action combat style though, rather than the
But yeah,
turn-based stuff.
if I could play Divinity, or if I could play like this kind of thing with you as like a co-op partner, I guess there's kind of that Lord of the Rings War in the North game. That was like a 3-player.
That's a 3-player
co-op
one,
thing.
yeah.
But I think that was not as. I don't know what kind of combat that was. We would probably you and I play it someday, or find somebody else to rope. Why do you do the things that you do, Death? I just hold the X button, and Death's like, fling self into the pits. Gotcha. Am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, it actually looks like I'm supposed to get over there.
So
No, he did it again. Why does he do this?
watch out. I think you have to scale the wall a little bit more.
But I'm not pressing buttons. Like, that's the thing.
There you go.
I'm not pressing anything.
Oh.
I'm just holding left and X, and then sometimes he just flings himself into the void for unknown reasons.
Oh no. That was so close. I don't...
Maybe I have to wait a little bit further.
Is there a way for you to
At least
hold
we don't
on
take
to that nub
damage.
as opposed to jump?
No. Well, I can keep holding on.
Yeah.
I think I need the height.
Let's keep holding on to the nub.
Okay, let's just hold on to it and see what happens. Nope, you definitely...
Ah!
Oh, I think I was actually supposed to grapple hook onto him. Now that I'm looking at it.
That is a grapple.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired and stupid. Hey!
Hey, you got 10 of the pages for the first chapter.
Yep.
Book of the Dead chapter.
Maybe sold the Vulgrim. Yeah, I am getting a bit tired, so we should probably wrap it up after this. Oh, God. Am I... Okay, there's this here. There's a treasure chest somewhere around here that I might have missed.
But by finish this, don't you mean we have 2 more spirits to collect?
Yeah, so I was saying we'd
After this spirit.
yeah. Probably. Oh, there it is.
Because I'm getting famished.
Yeah, I'm starving. I'm well, yeah, especially because I only had your leftovers for lunch or dinner. Otherwise, it was just the 3
It
pieces
wasn't
of pizza.
leftovers, it was just...
Wow.
I cooked up
I had your
full burrito
scraps.
thing and you got half of it. Half is not scraps. That's called sharing.
Sharing is hungry. Okay, we're in the right spot. Yes. Sorta. How do we get up here? Wait, hold on. Can I?
Oh, you want to grab over the gate? I don't know if you can fit
I don't
through that.
know if it was gonna let me. I don't think it was going to.
What? I don't think you're supposed to be there.
Nope. Bad. I'm just doing dumb tricks because I couldn't figure out how to get there. We'll just go back the proper way. There's probably some feasible way of getting back. It just doesn't look like it. But
Wait a minute. Look to the
no,
right.
you can definitely
Left?
do stuff in there.
The... Okay, what's over there?
Oh, unless. Okay, this resets us here. Oh, it's here. That's how we get to the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Camera angles. We want to go this way? Whoops. Whoa, hi.
Well,
No,
there's
we
the
want to go
chest
this way.
there.
Okay, so we got treasure chest 1.
Impossible.
But yeah,
I cannot.
there's all that stuff.
Relic of Ekuth.
Yeah, we've already seen it at Ugoth though. And we can also, if I do accidentally pick up one of these, we can just grab it later.
What's over there?
I think I'm just supposed to drop down. Yeah, I'm just supposed to drop down here. Oh. I could have just gone straight up with it. Instead of dropping down. Anyway. So I got the lever. I think we're just supposed to go this way.
Okay.
But yeah, so... Like, this game has everything I want. Neat level design, fairly decent action combat. Could be a little bit better. You know, going from Dark Souls, like, purely defined, like, quality to this, I do kind of find myself wishing this played more like Dark Souls. You know, a little bit slower, methodical, less enemies, and, like, more meaningful attacks. Because, like, we have all these cool combos that I don't even bother using anymore. I used a lot of the combos in Darksiders 1, but Darksiders 2, I'm just like, mash the X button, they'll be dead. And if they're not, it's actually an enemy that I can only hit like once or twice before I have to dodge away.
I'm surprised none of these have had traps.
Yeah, there's been like kind of trappy things here and there. Oh, hi.
Yep, I had heard him while you were extracting the key from the chest. He was just like, catch it.
I mean, I guess the combos are better. But,
So hungry. I think I'm gonna look forward to having a peanut butter and jelly or something.
I'm gonna have a sandwich.
Probably gonna have a ham and cheese
Sandwiches.
sandwich.
Yeah, ham and cheese. Ham and Havarti. I really like Havarti.
I'm glad I suggested it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know if I'd ever had it before either.
No? Say what you want about, like, ritzy grocery stores, but it is kind of nice just having all these, like, weird alternatives. To, like, what I'd normally eat. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's a quick one. But yeah, like, I don't think I'd generally be exposed to a lot of this stuff back in my parents' old grocery store.
Oh.
Wegmans, probably.
Also, would your parents buy weird food on a
No.
whim, or would they just...
They would buy cheap food.
Yeah.
Anything, if it was on sale, they would buy it. They would make weird dishes, but usually the weird dishes were just using regular ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Whatever was available, pretty much.
Yeah, and there are definitely some dishes that, like, my mother used to make that I do kind of miss. And someday maybe we can make them.
Well, I just want to learn how to make that too.
I want you to make scalloped potatoes someday.
Really?
Yeah. I really, because it's
That's the potatoes with cheese, right?
cheese and ham.
Yeah.
It's like a white sauce.
No,
and
I'm familiar with them.
layers of sliced ham and potato. I'm drooling.
No, I want to learn how to make that rye bread that's sweet.
Yeah. She kind of told us the recipe. The main problem is it's just a giant pain in the ass to make, from what I remember. Because you have to, like, boil orange rind overnight.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can get, like, an orange extractor. Heck, I think you can even use orange juice in some breads like that.
Ha.
You know?
Yeah, very true.
Oh, no.
What the fuck?
Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
What?
Thank goodness.
Husband.
There you go. Jump over there.
Ah, that was some platforming. But yeah, I straight up, like, I love the parkour. The like level design on this is great. I don't think I've
Well,
I
look
don't
at
think
all
I've
those. There are more skeletons.
skeletons and arms and all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
Pretty
like I
cool.
love the set pieces, the environment design, and so on and so forth. There's just this like weird fatigue about this game where it's just like there's so much of it that I actually wish that they had split this up into 2 more focused games. With like,
Take your head.
ow, this thing hurts. Crap, it hurts. Okay, I might need some better armor at some point.
Oh, there's another pangolin creature.
Yep, and it hurts real bad. Okay, maybe it doesn't? Yeah, those hits. Unfortunately, I'm randomly locked onto the skeletal champions. Oh.
Oh, Reaper form
I just leveled up.
plus. Death is inevitable, a fact made evident by his ultimate Reaper form. Death is able to maintain his more powerful form for longer, and upon exiting unleashes a final blast of magical force to finish off any who survived his onslaught.
Good timing. It doesn't last for that much longer. Holy crap, this thing has way too much HP. Well, it's dead. Did I get the soul?
Yeah, you'd actually freed it before
Okay.
the fight occurred. I think the fight occurred as something to bar you from leaving.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Panic Parkour. Ah, that's a fun title.
Yeah, that's a good title. Great descriptor of what I was doing, because, oof. But yeah, no, like, straight up the level design in this game is great. Oops. Oh, whatever.
Oh, good thing you don't sustain falling damage.
Like, I would love to play more games like this, and it's kind of a shame that most action RPGs are straight up just like walk around and hit things, because there is something, you know, just fun about like exploring levels like this. Even if it's linear, it's just like the parkour elements and whatnot are fun. Compared to, you know, games like Assassin's Creed, or what other parkour-y games have we played recently? Well, like Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess, kind of had level design like this, but it was always just like burnt out buildings and wreckage and stuff, and very little of it was actually that imaginative. Maybe it's just that the set pieces have me drawn in so much better than most other games. Oh, you can see the soul looping around his arm. That's neat.
Judgment is at hand. Humans, always so frightened. See your life as you truly lived.
Okay, final soul. Alright, how much is this?
This just seems like a tower.
Do we want to do it? We probably shouldn't. Let's leave it for next time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Food time.
It's food time.
And sleep time.
Food sleep time.